Hi everyone, welcome to Amanda Addams Auctions overview for our next auction for Sunday, April the 12th. It begins at 10 a.m. and the viewing for that auction is on Saturday, April the 11th from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Look forward to meeting you there at 479 North Road, Ormond. And don't forget, everything's on the website, all the information, all the catalogue, all the photos are on the website aaauctions.com.au. We're going to give you a quick overview of what's in the auction. Always interesting things. This auction is chock-a-block full with nearly 600 lots in the auction. Some of the highlights, we'll give you some of the highlights. Some of the removed pieces we've got here. A really rare piece of removed with koalas in there. We've got some Merrick Boyd pieces in the cabinet. Quite a few Merrick Boyd pieces. Lots of other removed pieces. Merrick Boyd. What else have we got? Heaps of good Australian pottery anyhow. Lots of good artwork from the Peter Stell collection. There's another couple of estates we've had lots of good artwork as well. We'll give you a quick overview of some of the artwork around, but you'll have to look at the catalogue. There's lots of Alfred Coleman's again from Peter Stell's collection. Everything in the auction basically is unreserved. There's hardly any reserves. Most things are instructed to be sold. Can you have a look at some of the really interesting works, some of the interesting florals. Throughout the whole auction we've got nice works by John Wolseley, Hart, John Maver, Albert Fullwood, lots of really good traditional art, some interesting art as well. Lots of good silver in the auction as well from the Peter Stell collection. Lots of interesting sterling silver, continental silver pieces. A big collector he was. He's still alive, but he's been a big collector. That's a really nice, I think that's a John Maver, a really rare one. And that's a really rare Pro Hart up there, a really interesting one. So let's have a look around this side of the room. Interesting American furniture as well. Some Oriental furniture in the auction. These are good. Stark chairs and matching stools, all with the labels on. So these are originals. These are not reproduction. And a really nice Persian silk rug. Let me show that. And that's also signed by the maker. If you can get a close-up on that, Juliana. Can you see the maker's details just there? So that's a beautiful silk rug. I think they paid about $13,500 when it was new. So it's got a bit of age to it, but beautiful silk rug. Other rugs in the auction as well. Let's have a walk down towards the back of the auction room so they can see more items. I like this. This is interesting. This is a Italian Florentine bedside cabinet. Painted panels, top and bottom. It's got a bit of damage, but quite scarce and hard to come by. Bit of Australiana as well in the auction. This emu egg table centrepiece with kangaroos, emus, aboriginals. There's really interesting things. Really a good collection, a variety, but interesting variety. Let's have a look in the second room, what's in here. We've got lots of Waterford as well from the Peter Stell collection. Lots of big pieces of Waterford along here, have a look. These are not easy to come by. And as I said, they're unreserved. Their instructions are to sell. Interesting Tantalus set, Victorian one. What else have we got? Lots of coins again, like usual. We have various Australian pre-decimal silver coins, some proof sets, English proof sets, but you have to look at the catalogue to have an idea. Heaps of wine glasses. Oh my God, we have so many wine glasses here from Waterford and Edinburgh Crystal. Let's have a look. More items here. Interesting Australian pottery, studio pottery. I love this painting up the top, the Art Deco painting. Haven't worked out who the artist is. It is signed, so maybe some of the English collectors will work out. It's an English work. who the artist is. Some more interesting things in this room. A genuine Picasso silk scarf that's been framed. I think these were made in 1989 under license from Picasso. This is really nice. The framing, unbelievable amount of framing I did in this one. Hopefully it takes the weight. Some more interesting things along here. Lots of silver plates, lots of interesting Judaica items, lots of Oriental items. Oh, I like these. These are nice. Look at the frames on these. Look at the heavily framed. These are Victorian, but look at the carving on the frames. If you don't like the images inside, you can always use a painting for inside. Don't normally take frames, but these are exceptional. Nice work by Herbert, just there. Kenneth Jack's in here as well. Let's have a look around this section. A bit of designer handbags, vintage ones, various makers, various designers. You have to look online on the catalogue to see what's in there. There's outdoor furniture as well, interesting outdoor furniture. Let's have a look what's in this room. Oh, Juliana, Can you see yourself in the image?
I don't want to.
Oh, okay. A bit of treen here, lots of interesting bits of carved treen. Vintage wine collections, and these are Russian, I think Russian and Polish hats up the top. Can you see them up the top?
Yep.
And more vintage wine collections. So many interesting things. A very large, diverse range of items in the auction, and hopefully we see you at the viewing on Saturday the 11th from 11 to 4. If you have problems coming to viewing, it's all online. You can see all the information online. Any other queries or extra photos, let us know. We'll take extra photos, and any condition reports, let us know. We try to put condition faults in the catalogue when we find it. But if there's any other information you'd like to know, give us a call or send us a message. Look forward to seeing you at the auction on Sunday, the 12th of April. See you then. Bye.